myself just so that I don't get caught up in like the everyday, you know, you have to go here, like rushing, I'm working, I'm going to school, I have little time to cook, but I also want to eat healthy, so I'm doing that because I want to stay alive.
That I want to gain weight because it's not really healthy to be so thin.
My family has a history of, I think, heart problems and stuff, so I don't want to become that.
I'm on a diet right now, and it's a low-carb diet for health reasons.
It's definitely changed my life choices, and because health is very important, especially when you get older.
I've always been a thin person, and I've, at times been a lot thinner than I am right now. And I actually, when I first went on this low-carb diet, I actually started losing weight.
I was in 8th grade. I had body issues. I was one of the taller girls in the class. I was a little bit more built than the other girls.
I was very skinny when I was younger.
I try to find clothes and pants that are baggier just so I look like, a couple pounds heavier.
And I find if I don't eat a lot, I start losing weight very quickly.
Imagine strength. And strength is like a big wrestler-looking guy walking down the street. Then you see, someone who's like 30 or 40 pounds underweight like me, and you wouldn't really associate strength with being thin.
Everyone has different body shapes, everyone has different body types, everyone has different history in their family.
I was in the hospital bed, and someone came in and put a plate on the tray, and it had some meat, very fatty meat with gravy on it, and mashed potatoes with gravy. And I looked at the meat, and I said to the person, "Get this out of here. I just had a stent put in, and I have a clogged artery, and I'm not eating this." And ever since that time, 5 years ago, I stopped eating meat. And now I look at every label on every item I buy.
I developed an eating disorder. I developed bulimia. I probably had it for about 6 months, and I would, I was never a good eater to begin with. I'm still not a great eater now, but I would eat a lot of food, but just puke it back up, purge it in the shower where no one could hear me. And I did it for about 6 months until something very significant in my life happened that changed it.
People made comments saying, "Oh, you look good, you look like you lost weight," and it kind of made me feel weird, almost embarrassed in a way. I know that there are people who are struggling on diets trying to lose weight, and here I'm a thin person and I wasn't even trying to lose weight, I just did.
I'm happy with my body. I know how society is, but I know that they look at it, they treat people who are bigger differently, they treat people who are leaner differently, and I don't accept that.
My cousin almost died from anorexia. She was suffering from it much longer than I suffered from bulimia. And it got to the point where they put food tubes in her. She had dropped to a very dangerous weight. They put food tubes in her to give her nourishment and fluids, and she would try to rip them out. And one night, after she had recovered, and I was still in 8th grade and very confused about my body, she told me about what she went through and how, she let her body image get control of her, and it almost ended her life, and it really, really scared me. And I was lucky enough to have the self-control to end the problem before it became even worse.